a woman who needs no introduction for her efforts to protect life locally and on the state level. They're well known, her efforts. Are you here? Good, because I was going to have to sing some old Hambone song or something. Ladies and gentlemen, Allen County Right to Life Executive Director Cathie Humbarger.
I told Charlie that if I had to come up here one more time for him, I was going to ask everybody in the room to call him tomorrow morning on the morning show. And I'm up here again, Charlie, so expect some calls tomorrow morning. This seems to be the event for missing bodies. I was missing in action last year, so the kind folks forgave me, and we certainly forgive you, and thank you so much for being a part of our evening. One of the biggest privileges that I've had over the past several years is going to the State House during the legislative session and going on behalf of everyone in this room to stand in front of committees and testify in support of pro-life legislation. And our legislators down here at this table, I think, will attest to the fact that it is becoming increasingly contentious. This past year, I think, was one of the most interesting years in terms of folks being not very kind, as I had opportunity to represent our cause, especially some women in the Women's Caucus are very vocal, and they chose to let me know how much they did not appreciate what I had to say. So I just want to tell each one of you that when I'm down there and it gets tough, it is such a blessing to know that sitting in offices in that State House, in seats of authority, are pro-life folks that are advocating for us, sometimes behind closed doors and when we never know it. So I would like to again extend my personal thanks to Attorney General Zeller and Todd Rokita, and I don't know if Tim Berry was able to make it here tonight, but they drove up from Indianapolis to be here, and please just join me in thanking them again for making the trip. We couldn't do it without you, and thank you for taking my calls. I really appreciate that too. We have some other friends that, since we're all family tonight and enjoying dinner together, I'd like to introduce you to. And these are folks that stand shoulder to shoulder with us throughout the year to advocate for life in various places on the battlefield. Would you join me in welcoming David Meisner, Executive Director of a Hope Center? David, I know you're here somewhere, right there. Welcome aboard. David is new to a Hope Center, and we're really glad to have you with us. Ann Kale, the Director of Women's Care Center, is here with us, I think. Ann, thank you for all you do. You would be amazed at the phone calls I direct to these two throughout the year. We get some pretty interesting ones call into the office, and oftentimes they're outside of our area of expertise, and we're so glad to have them. A couple of other folks are here from other ministries. Pam Durdahl, Executive Director of a Friend's House. Pam, I saw you out there somewhere. Stand up and say hi. Linda Klaczynski is here from Wings of Hope, and we're going to be partnering with Wings of Hope in a new way in the coming months. We're going to be providing training for her staff and volunteers that work with women in post-abortion recovery ministry. So thanks, Linda, for being here tonight and for standing with us. We appreciate that. Vicki Lehman is here. She's the president of Lutherans for Life, and I know she has some of the Lutherans for Life folks with us. And Vicki, it's a privilege to stand with you and your group throughout the year. I don't know where Vicki is, but we're glad, there she is. We're glad to have you with us. Reverend Steve Jones is here from Love Indeed, and I just have to say thank you, Steve. He's wearing two hats tonight. I'm introducing him as Executive Director of Love Indeed, but he's also on the Allen County Right to Life Board. And as a result of Steve's effort, we were able to provide 35,000 diapers to needy families through the Share House Ministry. Steve, thank you so much for everything you do, and for particularly for that project. We appreciate it. Sally Williams is here. She's the Indiana Urban Outreach Director. Sally's a dear friend, and she's doing more and more work for us in Allen County. We're going to see more minorities represented and reach out to our brothers and sisters of other cultures and other faiths, and Sally's going to be a big part of that. Sally, stand up and say hi. Right over here. And this next lady is a dear friend that I could not do what I do without. We've become close personal friends as well as colleagues, and please join me in welcoming Indiana Right to Life lobbyist Sue Swayze. Thank you so much, Sue, for all you do. And she takes a lot of grief for us in the State House, and we're just here to say thank you tonight. We have with us Vanessa Schmuck from the Indiana Republican Party. She's the Deputy Political Director for Coalitions. Vanessa, thank you so much for being with us, and we'll be seeing more of her around the state. We're so glad that you're here. Another group of folks that we could not operate without, we just could not get the word for life out in Allen County or anywhere else in the state without our pastors. I know that there are several pastors here. Would you please just all stand up so we can say thank you for advocating for life every day of the year. Thank you so much. We have a group of folks from the Archangel Institute, and we're glad that they've joined us tonight. The St. Joseph Hessen Castle Knights of Columbus are with us. And we want to take a minute to give a special shout out and thank you to the radio stations in town that when you hear PSAs and all kinds of reports and programs on these radio programs, we are just so privileged to be standing on the battlefield with them. And they are our voice in this community. They include Star 88.3. There are folks here from Star 88.3. Thank you so much for being with us, back right there. Redeemer Radio, the Catholic voice in Northeast Indiana. The folks are here. And WFCV Bot Radio. Couldn't say enough about these good folks that produce our radio program every week that's heard on 4 stations in Indiana. These folks are great, and my good friend Scott Kump is the production manager, and he can make me say anything he wants to. So what you hear coming out of your radio is not necessarily what I said, but thanks nonetheless, Scott. And last but not least, I just want to recognize the groups of youth that we have here. My generation caused this problem, and these students are going to be the ones that resolve it and push the victory across the finish line. We'd like to recognize St. Paul Lutheran Church Youth Group. We have 2 tables in the back of St. Paul students. Bishop Dwenger Saints for Life. They're the ones that put together the little cards with the pins. They did all that for us this year. Bishop Dwenger Saints for Life. Stand up so we can say thanks. We have a brand new group, and I'm so excited about this group. The IPFW Students for Life are here. And please pray for these students as they are light in a dark place. Thank you for coming. And of course, we have our Friends for Life students, and they are just a delight to me. They give me a run for my money when we go to Washington, D.C. It's hard for this old lady to keep up with 2 busloads of kids, but I'm trying. So Friends for Life, stand up so we can say hello to you. Thank you.